All my life, waiting for somebody. Come and take my hand. All my life, waiting for somebody. Whoa, yeah. Down for so long, doesn't really matter. The downtown home, been kicked and I've been spurred. You come along, doesn't really matter. I'm going alone, doesn't even hurt. All my life, waiting for somebody. Oh yeah. All my life, waiting for somebody. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, whoa yeah. All my life, waiting for somebody. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. I'm waiting for the day, waiting for the day that you come my way. Hey, hey, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. I've been drove down deep. I made a big decision. I'm going to sleep, and I'm going there alone. I know damn well I'm tired of all this crying. On my feet, so fast as I can tell. I'm waiting for the day, waiting for the day that you come my way. Somebody, 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 oh, somebody, oh, waiting for somebody. Oh, how, oh, how, oh, how, for somebody. Oh, how, oh, how. I'm waiting for somebody. Oh, how, waiting for somebody. Oh, how, waiting for somebody. Oh, how, hey, hey. Uh-huh. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, that's right. Know you.
I look forward to you.
Hello, hello, douche. Kenny, know you. Yeah, that's right.
Friday night, what you gonna get? Saying yo, yo, grab a bong, grab a beer. It's time for Kenny's show. Help me, Kenny, I'm gonna do it. You might be Kenny, you might someday. It's time for the Kenny show. He don't say much, but you never know what you might see, what you might hear. Peter only once a night to remind him he's a queen.
Paul, look down and come over with overhand right.
Wow.
Right on Tyson's nose.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway. Hey. So if it says something else on YouTube on this end, I changed it. So it's not music and horror movies night. It's sports YouTube drama tonight. No you. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, I got on the StreamYard end, so it may not transfer to yours. Don't care. There you go. All right. Well. And well, Yankees stink. Yeah, they've been really sucking up and stinko maninko. Wait. Kind of sucks. Those kind of suck. Yeah, but yeah. Injuries, things like that happen. Right. Maybe they're not gelling so well. Maybe the pitching isn't so good. Right. But maybe they got some good trade deadline people and they're not that far behind in first place. Maybe the Blue Jays are going to mess up. This could be what happened. Could be. I don't know, man. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's September, and now they're like shit out of luck. Right. Still got the end of this month and August to pick it back up, and maybe they picked up some good players in the trade deadline. Once they get their heads out of their asses, are now going to a little drama. I checked in on the Nets drama court case, Coach Eli and Showtime weekend. You know, Mr. Eli tried to deplatform Weekend. I can see why there's a lawsuit. I mean, one thing if YouTube goes, sorry, you're off the platform. You broke some of the rules. Oh, shame on you. Some piece of shit just takes you off the platform. That's not very cool. I mean, that's kind of a mersh. And, Mike David move. And, the guy that goes, yuck. No sense say his name. He goes to mermaid parades. Right. That could get you sued. And he now wants to sue Jamie all by himself. Well, what about all those punitive damage things and all that? Should your corporation take care of the lawsuit thing? How are you going to sue them by yourself with punitive things and all that? Right. Idiot. Wycombe was making that point, I thought. Right. When I went to one of the videos today, I thought, you have that correct? All right, let's get back to sports. While Yankees be stinko moninkoing, Mets pick it up. Looks like they are the true new sensations of New York baseball at this moment. But, earlier in the season, the Yankees were kicking ass, taking names. The Mets were stinko moninkoing. Seems when the Yankees are sucking, Mets pick it right the hell up. So far this season, it's interesting. I mean, sometimes when I'm like, not another Yankee loss. That sucks. Met game's still on. Nice. Maybe I'll check something out. So I do that. Well, there, what Charlie Sheen would say, winner, chicken dinner. I don't think so. Winner, Sheen dinner. Winning more than the Yankees are. So their ball games are more interesting to watch. Sometimes flip back and forth. It does happen like that. Right. So the Yankees start winning more again. Through all the other teams in the AL East are so far behind, they would have no chance to catch even the Yankees and maybe get a wild card. Right now. Their problem is, their number one problem, they suck against their own division. Oh, really great about anybody else, but what if you get in the conference, the ALCS, and it's the Blue Jays. Oh man, Yankees ain't gonna make it. You gotta get better against your own division because Blue Jays are currently in first place. If you scrape and crawl and get in the wild card, if you're not gonna make first place, you may have to face them at some point. If you can't beat them, it's gonna suck to be you. All these new players put together a team that looks like they could beat even the Dodgers, maybe. Right. Let's just beat you in the last one. Now, the way teams like the Blue Jays walk all over your ass. Get together, guys, man. Get out of your ass. Right. Moving on to the drama. Well, in recent RDA Trader talk, I got doxxed in Discord. Well, at least it's not like the original time that I got doxxed. On Periscope by Dom in New York City. I've mentioned this before. But I knew what Dom was doing. The game of the Doxer, when it's on something everybody can watch, not private Discord, something everybody could see. I'm a Doxer. I'm a piece of shit. I'm going to dox this fool. Then he's going to take the bait. I didn't. That's the Doxer game. You take the bait. Oh, now you're a fucking piece of shit bot doxer like me. I'm doxing everybody you know. Yeah, because that's the bait they want you to take. Right. You don't take it, they're like, oh, shit. Ken's too smart for me. Or whoever you are. They're too smart for me. All right. Everyone's like a freaking complete moron sucker. I'll go dox them. They just move on to the next sucker. And they might be dumb enough to take the bait. Exactly. That's right. All right, what was all those texts or whatever coming from here? Let's see. All right, an actual text. Okay, cool. That was the answer to my text. Hello. How you doing? Been so long. You were fucking A. Oh, since too long, man. Like J. King forgot how to do the Sam Hill voice, and he taught all of us. When it's so long you haven't seen someone, sometimes you forget their name. You forget how to do their voice, and you're the guy that showed everybody how to do an impression. So that's new in Sam Hill drama. J. King hadn't taught a lot of us in so long. I hadn't done the Sam Hill bit in so long. He forgot how to do it, and he showed us how to do the bit. Wow, he's out there. Hello, Ian. Yes, Sean. What do you mean? Try sand? I don't know. Ian's been here more than you. No, you. Sometimes he's dropped by. I think it's Philip Rave. So no, you. Maybe that happened once. He's been killing it with the Dark Souls videos. I will test drive the game tomorrow or Monday. Then I will get a new Microsoft account. Then I'll decide to get the online account after maybe one more play when I get back the week after next from my Jersey summer vacation. I don't know. Oh, and Ian did give me the Xbox. Well, I did win a dance contest. He didn't just give it away. He gave it to whoever was the best dancer. He did. If my moves, I did not do the butthole surfer dance, I did another dance, that guy probably could have beat me. I didn't take it up a notch. But imagine if his dance moves were even better than mine. It's possible. then he'd be preparing to play on Xbox soon. Right? It would have been fair if he had slightly better dance moves. Right. But his were way right up there. Just mine were slightly better, I think. Right. Well, fair is fair. It's like when the Diamondbacks beat the Yankees, it was 4-3. Right. That's pretty even. Down to the last match. So it's a tight, close dance off. I probably won just by a hair. Right, maybe just one down to one swift move. Like it wins just by a bit. A win is a win. It's true. Yeah. What is that? Okay. That. This. Oh. Yeah. That's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sports related video next. In the puppets video, you'll see them preview for the fourth video talking about when the Yankees beat the Mets in the World Series and all that. Now, you see, you damn Canadians, you can't get with the program, what everybody else is getting. You Canadians are all freaking weird. I'm a Sega guy. Nobody's a Sega guy now that I've ever heard of. You see, you're all weird Canadians. I'm a Sega guy. Only a weird ass Canadian would say that. Hold on. Puppets are soon. Okay? I thought of 4 things that have been part of drama that are quick shorts that the puppets can imitate. 3 things. I didn't even have to write them down. They were easy to memorize. Okay, but you're still German Canadian. So you got weird German stuff and now adopted Canadian. Right, so you're kind of a weird German that now is sort of a weird Canadian resident. So you picked up on some weird Canadian shit. Nobody and anywhere on the internet I know still has a Sega. That's what I mean. Well, I'm telling you, before I met Ewing, a person in Canada, Canada people I met on the internet had a good thing going. CEO, awesome. Sin, amazing. Early Rex, amazing. Right? Said early Rex, amazing. Not so great in the end. But let's move on. Pretty soon, I met a guy named Vegan Al shortly after on Periscope. Since then, nope, sorry, outside of Shaggy, not a lot of great ones. Maybe you and him. No one else. Nope. No other great Canadians. All the rest sucked. Okay, Booney. But I kind of met Booney at the same time I met CEO. Booney was great too. Sorry I didn't say it before. Okay, but then thereafter, all those people, Al Nation end. Yeah, it's gone downhill since then. No great Canadians since then. Yeah, pretty soon I met Bex. Not great Canadian. No, I mean, you and shit. Yeah. He was before Al Nation. Right before Al Nation from Periscope. And then I met him. He's late in the Periscope. He was 2 years in. Right. I don't know how I didn't meet him for those 2 years. But yet, I guess I wasn't that aware of him. And then they had Collins a year later. And yeah, it's all gone downhill since Al Nation. But here's the thing, like Al Nation, a lot of the Canadians went away. Everybody wishes Al Nation just stayed away, yet he had to come back recently. Yeah. Also known as Vegan Al. They're both the same guy, just two different nicknames. Yeah. Some of the Canadians that disappeared at our end, people don't want back. Right. Like Rex. Right. Or probably Bex. Right. Right. They rhyme. But, well, CEO doesn't want to come back, but we wouldn't mind having him back. Sin 2. And then who has the Xbox? That's the answer right there. So know him. He can have that opinion. If he really truly won, then he would have the Xbox. I don't know. And you've been away for a while, man. He pretty much wrote Focus off. Right, started fighting with him all the time. Then Belen, then got into the thing with Steph and Ross. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. True, Focus is really busy now, but he'll be back around soon at some point. Yeah, true, he left a bunch of servers, but, right. Even there was this cut named Caroline involved, and then she went off on all of us. But that was kind of triggered by Rex. So he'll be back? No, nobody wants him back, including owners of the RDA. Yeah, no. True, but yeah. Well, to come back and be a friend of the RDA, really, you can't be enemies with the R and the D, or Catch or Aggro. So or Yagro, that's the full name. That's just the way it is. And plus he got married. So he kind of can't be around to be a Spurg. He's got a whole life. He's got family probably by now, man. He's living the life. Let Rex live the life. He doesn't have to come back. He's not wanted back, and he's not needed back. He's living the life he wanted to live, driving a truck and raising a family. He's the Rex we don't know, the Rex he was born to be. Let's have him be that man. He doesn't have to be around us. He started a family. They get married. That happens. He quit the band. It's all right, man. He wasn't that great of a trombone player anyways. But you see, they are the three owners. You're wrong one, it's like you're wrong all. Sorry, that's just the way it is, man. Ross and Aggro own half, Catch owns the other half. You can't wrong one. Sorry, you just can't. Those are the rules. Sorry, man. Yeah. Yeah. That's just the way it is. Yeah. I know. Okay, we don't have to talk about that more. Let's get back to sports. Yeah. Let's do that. Right. I think I heard recently Britain won some soccer stuff. So that's pretty cool, man, for Britain. I think they did. I try and pay attention to world soccer events. Try to. I mean, it might be off a little bit. I hear things I talk to British people. Try and keep up. Try to. That's wonderful for you guys. Good for you. That's like your number one sport over there. Cheerio. Good for you. Wonderful. That's right. Smashing. That's bloody fantastic for you guys. All right. And that's what I said. Well, maybe you'll win another 4 years, or maybe we'll come up and go, no, you! We winning. Get out of the way. Yeah, that's right. Well, that will happen 4 years. That's right. This guy won the Olympics, that World Cup. Anybody can win. They practice all that in between World Cups. It's pretty cool. All right. Well, I still have the memory puppet show time. All right. We'll do this. All right. Oh, hi, Kenny. Hi, Kenny. So today they'll be doing 3 shorts. So Yeti will be, the big puppet will be Mike David. The Pod Awful puppet will be Star Dog, Starlight, and right, and there's already a Lycan puppet. Welcome to the Star Dog Army. I learned everything I know from Ross. I was his apprentice. All right. All right. What? I'm gay. That's right. Jules, these podcasts you watch, RDA, they should have holes in their head. All right. That's pretty good. You know, we all knew that Jamie Lycan-Fury was a faggot. Right, yeah. And that Star Dog is a fucking, Starlight is a fucking cunt. And now it's sucking an Asian guy's cock. And that guy's a pedo, big pedo. I guess she should have taken more notes from Ross. And Mike David, entertaining piece of shit. And we see used to be. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't have to watch the Red Bar one or the Lycan one. So I watched the fucking. But I did watch the Red Bar one recently, like yesterday, a couple times. And I watched the Star Dog one right before I went live. The Lycan one is so easy. So quick, so easy. All right, what? I'm gay. Like we did all know that. Hello, Winkler. How are you? Okay. All right. Right, so I'm just saying that. So those are great shorts. I have to go get an art for them. I did stop by Bellan's old channel, but all YouTube RDA drama related stuff gone. When he became LLC and he quit, he took it all down. We have the memories of Kyle Des going, "You broke and a joke." Yeah. It'll dance in our head. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can remove content from any channel you have. It is all true. Yes. All right, what else do I have to say about YouTube drama and sports? Hello, Miles. Legion, you are late, but it's all right, man. You get here when you can. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, overall, every time I look at the standings, the Tigers, Detroit Tigers, are kicking ass, taking name, top of the game, and it looks like the Phillies are turning out to be tops of NL. And oh shit, the Yankees play the Phillies next. Should be interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe the Yankees will get their head out of their ass and give the Phillies a run for their money. That would be nice. It would be. If that happens, maybe they'll get lucky and the Phillies will have an off series. Who knows? Right? We'll have to see. And the bats will come alive and their pitching will be tops. I don't know. You could get the best Yankee team for that series, or you could get, oh, damn, they're still losing. God damn it. This is their worst period of the season. Damn. That's the way it kind of goes sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, sometimes this season, when the Tigers are doing better, I'm like, sometimes I wish I was a Tigers fan. Like, right now. You suck right now. Right. But, yeah, you never know. Yankees get their head out of their ass. Maybe they got some good trades. Their trade deadline. Maybe they call up some great people from the farm. And pretty soon they face the Tigers in the ALCS and they go to the World Series. They kick the Phillies' ass. They're waiting on the other side. That would be great. Right? Or the Dodgers. Right? They got Katane. And that guy is the freaking pitcher and hitter. Wow, he's a double threat, man. The guy that would definitely never go to one of the East Coast teams. He likes that warm weather. Well, you know, that's when that guy's incredible. Yeah. One of the big factors why, one of the big weapons why the Yankees got beat. And just the Dodgers were way freaking better. The Yankees made crucial mistakes. Crucial. They did. Mistakes that cost them the series. But, you know, that fire built up, and how? He said, I'm not losing next time. Even losing a weapon like Soto didn't slow him down. He went out and made the moves, right, to get the right players. Like you got Cody Bellinger, not the first Bellinger. Then Clay. You know, Joe Torre, that guy. Yeah. Was it Bellinger? Something like that. Yeah. I'm really high post sleep wire. Yeah. Well, lots of guys are working out with Ben Rice. I don't think I had that wrong. Probably not. Yeah. We'll see if they can make the wild card, or maybe the Blue Jays ain't so hot no more come September. They're only hot right now. See if the Yankees go on a hot streak and overcome them Blue Jays. Could happen. Either way, they're the only two teams of that division that have a chance to make the playoffs. Everybody else is so far behind and not even playing at 500. They suck really bad. The Orioles, the Red Sox, and the freaking Tampa Bay Devil Gays, if I call them, or Tampa Bay Gays, because Rays rhymes with gays. It's a joke. That's absolutely is. Wow. Oh, and on drama note, Noodles. Now, I heard is jack it off in a Discord with Brutal Mafia. Ooh, I don't think that's a rumor. And that's when people start trading off right after that. And people that have been devoted to things like the RDA for years all decided to jump ship right then. I don't know why people bow down to one of the worst fucking doxers in the whole sewer. Don't get it. Do not get it. Don't get it. I don't think I'm in one single server with that piece of shit. I don't get it, man. I guess, you get totally treated like shit by a piece of shit used. Then you decide to start to tell your story, then start covering people sort of like him in the sewer. Pretty soon, every night you're hanging out with them. And yeah, then you become them. That's just the way it is. That's what happened to Moon Noodles. She's hanging out with the trash so long, she became it. It's kind of like, that song by Rollins band, Liar? He wants you to become him. He's a liar. He wants you to become the liar like him. Right. He says it in the song. I want you to become me. I don't think he says it like that, but yeah, that's the sentiment. And then right when he goes, I'll never tell another lie. Sucker! Right. 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 These people like the Sam Hills, the Jibbers, they want you to become them. They want you to become a creepy piece of shit. That's what they want you to become because they are that. They want you to hang out with them and to be like them. That's what they want. Just like the guy in the Liar song wants you to become a fucking liar like him. He does. Oh, I found cell phone unplugged, just like the guy that doxes, the doxer, right? Debate you, the moron. They want you to dox them back. Then they'll dox everybody you know. And now you're a doxer, so you're going to dox everybody they know. Right. Then you're going to dox everybody else. They want you to become a piece of shit doxer right now. That's why they baited your ass and you fell for it. Because you're dumb as shit. Right. That's just the way it is. Just like the guy in the Liar song. They want you to be like them because they're already the piece of shit doxer. He's already the liar. They're already the losers that are creepy. That seem like they were all cool when you first met them. Because they were pouring on the charm because they wanted to be liked. Because they didn't want to be found out. Right. But pretty soon you're like, wow, that guy is just fucking boring and annoying and fuck him. Right. And then later you're like, oh, and that guy's a creep. Wow. I'm glad I kicked him out of my server and blocked him. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Well, he's a liar in that song. He may not be a liar in Complete Life. You can create a character within a song, and it could be part truth and part not. Maybe the truth was stretched a little, but the point is the song. Right. Right. Just like one day, well, today I did The Psychopathic Mind with Dr. Heath, Serial Killers, and Dexter. Right. And Shark Week, of course. That was included there too. We were going to do part 2 on his. And then I'm going to ask him, I bet we do part 3 on mine. Still talking about psychopaths, serial killers, and the music on that vein. Well, you can talk about Johnny Cash creates characters like Delia's Gone, where he murdered a woman, but he didn't really murder a woman. Like, he didn't kill a man in Reno. The character in the song killed a man in Reno. It's all fantasy because on the record, he's the fantasy of an outlaw going from town to town, raping, murdering, and robbing, because that's the outlaws of the Old West. But it's not 1865, it's 1965 and further. Right. And he has to bring you to the fantasy of 100 years ago when the Old West wanted men and women roam the field, calls it all hell at all times. And that's the fantasy. And that's kind of like baby Johnny Cash has a psychopathic mind and he only acts on it in song, gets out of his system and lives his life so you don't have to take it into real life. Exactly. Because it gets dangerous once it enters real life. Right. You can even apply that to some heavy metal. Maybe these guys in places like Metallica writing stuff like that song Disposable Heroes. That's definitely from the imagination of a psychopathic mind. Definitely. You will die when I say you die, when I say back to front. Oh, yeah, definitely that is. I mean, yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know the whole song lyric wise, but stuff sticks out and definitely is there, man. But really, they just took it and put it to the music. Right. And then have to use it in real life. Right. Because that can get dangerous and criminal. And that's out of their system. Right on. And that's the kind of more deeper conversation I want to have with Heath and his followers and my followers in part 3. Right. And then we could go and we could still talk about the psychopaths. Right. Like Jeffrey Dahmer and all that. Right. Well, in part 1, we focused on Ripper, Zodiac, and Gain. Oh, we talked about the others too, like Ted Bundy and John Wayne Casey and Dahmer. Maybe some more. And of course, talked about Dexter, the TV show. But Gain, Ripper, and Zodiac were more focused on and talked about the most. Right. Next time they may not be. People may break down more stories. Maybe some people listen to Ted Bundy tapes and we get more insight into him. Right. That'd be interesting. It's not as interesting as the other stuff, but mhm. That's why they're first on deck. Those three were the most interesting. Mm-hmm. Gate is responsible for the modern horror era. The number of Perry Drummond, all that in sports. I'll bring you on, man. You're still out there. It's right up the doctor's alley because that's what the genius mind of him got his PhD in, the psychopathic mind. It seems like the great subjects I keep on asking if he's interested in them. He is. Like we first talked about Dylan going electric, the movie, not the book. That would be part 2 once he reads the book. Maybe on my side. We talked about that too at one point. Right. He's also wants to do one on mob culture. He's into that. It's very interesting stuff to talk about. Even if there is no really mob anymore, since they're just in the Bronx, there's still stories about it, even though it's dead. Right? There's always going to be stories about it told by former members and descendants of. They always heard stories and know the stories. And maybe even ex-cops that were working on payroll of, retired and got a story. Paid their time, they got caught, served their time, and got a story. That'd be interesting too. And the stuff that has become legalized and the whole that there's an addiction thing to it in the world of drugs. He liked that subject too, so those are coming up. Probably after Psychopaths and Serial Killers Part 2. We'll dive into the drugs thing and the mob thing. Right. Yeah, it's interesting that 4 years ago, cops said to me, where I live, hash will never be legal in any part of the country. 4 years later, yeah, it's legal anywhere you can find weed. So, sure, some markets like Portland, Oregon, it's only 20. Other markets like New York, it's $26 more. But place with a shit ton of farms, cheap prices, they can charge whatever they want. I was talking about the mob. I know nothing about the mob today, which isn't really a thing. If you're in one borough, you're holding on to what is not anything really. It's just your friends being wise. The mob was in all 5 boroughs. Now it's 1. That's not really a mob. Nah, that's not. And there wasn't the mob wasn't the Italian mob. The mob was a syndicate made up of the Irish mob, Jewish mob, and Italian mob. That's the mob. They're just down to the Italians in the Bronx. That's not a mob. That's just street gangsters holding on to one area. That's not a mob. Nope, it's not. It's not a syndicate. That's over. Been over for 25 years. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, man. I know hashish is legal. Sure, I didn't try the Moroccan shit. I'm gonna see what your state takes to the table of Moroccan hash they can get. Possibly, depending on how much it is, when I find it in Central or South. Right. They may have the same prices, they may not. Who knows? Right, that means I wouldn't be doing it during the day. It's a nighttime thing. That's hash. That is. Let's see what it is. Also, it's the week that Springsteen has no tour whatsoever till the day I leave and come back. Right, that's it. One of my relatives knows people that knows the beach he surfs at. Mm-hmm. And I know the bar / restaurant he eats at and sometimes plays for free. So I'm gonna hit each one randomly once. Maybe the beach twice. Right. Randomly. Once I find out where they are, and the bar / restaurant one time. Randomly. That's it. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna hit it. Yeah. I love the hard copy of Born to Run his book, which I got recently. I have the paperback also. But you get hardcover signed. That's just the way that is. If you can get it. Yeah. And maybe I might bring Darkness on the Edge of Town. Weinberg signed it. When he did Max Weinberg's Jukebox. There you go. That's all I want. You missed it all, man. You wait. Almost been live an hour. No, you gotta get here early, Sean. Yeah. Yeah. I posted it. You didn't see it on the channel. I'll share. You missed that. You should then rewind. I just leave right now and rewind, man, because you missed it. You can rewind. The drama was there. I talked about Eli and Jamie and Stephen Puppet's show. The puppet's doing one of his shorts. You'll have to. About Amy and Granny show. How are you? You don't have to replay it now. You can come up if you want. Just I'm not talking drama. It's kind of the after show now. I could be here another 30 minutes. I'm very tired, lack of sleep. That's why I went earlier than I wanted to originally, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Briefly. All right. But it wasn't like I talked about drama. Okay. I talked about the latest traders. Right. That would be, I got doxed in Discord recently. My Noodles is jerking off with Brutal Mafia and DMs. Eli wants to sue Lycan all by himself, but really, he's got all that punitive shit. Shouldn't he do it with the corporation backing it? Really? Don't they have the money to cover you? You may not have that money on your own. Be smart. Wyken made that point. I agree with it. Right. That's about it. I might have mentioned more, but that's your recap. It's the Cliff Notes. Rewind and get the rest. I'm not going to give you everything. A recap is the Cliff Notes. And it was all drama. I also talked about sports, so I'll wrap that up too. I have to. Yankees fucking suck. Phillies and Mets are pretty damn great. And the Tigers. Dodgers are pretty good, but they're kind of slacking a bit. And most of the rest of the AL East sucks. Yankees will probably get the wild card if they continue down the path they are. But if they step it up, they might beat the Blue Jays in the first place, hopefully. Right, that's sports in a Cliff Notes wrap up. There you go. All right, now you want to hang out? I'll give you the link, and we can talk about anything but drama. Yeah, because I already wrapped that up for you. So anything else on sports? We could talk about sports. It's not the way it was before. Right. Oh, and the Tigers are kicking major ass. Tops of the AL, if I didn't mention them. They are. Definitely. They have been for most of the season. But maybe not so early. So. Yeah, that's right. So if anybody like Yagro or GLM or even Amy and Granny show, or Mr. Ryan would like to pop up, do it within half an hour, or if Ian's still here, or if a dreadlock having skateboarder shows up, the link's right there for any of you if you'd like to be here and hang out for the next half an hour. Then I'm out either way. Yeah, that's right. Well, of course, you're always driving. Well, I didn't say you had to. If you could, you can. If Eng's still here, I could talk to Eng, even if some people don't like him. Well, Yagro, you're driving, so you don't have to talk to him. Well, I told him the basics, right? If he had a falling out with you, you're one of the owners. That's a falling out with everyone. You can't fall out with a Katz, Ross, or Yagro if you want to stay in that server, is pretty much what I told him when he was here. Yeah. They all are the owners. You fuck up with one, you're out. Pretty much that's the way it goes. It doesn't matter if the others, there's no issue. Yeah. That's just the way it is. It's just the way. So that was the final wrap up of it. We were chatting in chat about that at some point. And Rex came up at some point too. And I went, yeah, but he said he might be back. Ing said, and I'm like, no. He wrote a lot of people off and he really can't go back. Plus, he's living the family life and marriage life. He's going to be the Rex we'll never meet and never talk to online. A family man. And that's the Rex he should be. That's the Rex he was born to be. Wasting time screaming at retards. That's not the Rex that should exist in the world. He's better than that. He should be. He's going to be a dad soon. Yeah, that's right. He is. That's the final wrap up. Well, that was other drama stuff I talked about in that wrap up. So, yeah. He's most likely going to do a CEO, just not come around. Because he obviously hates lots of people. And so does CEO. So if CEO just disappeared, he didn't have a fight with anybody. He's not Spurg. He's way funnier than one of those. Right. No car ID. I can't answer your phone call. I'm sorry. I'm going to turn this down so they just become not even a loud sound. They just become a vibration. I barely even hear. What is that sound? Oh, that's the troll calling again. Meh. Right. You don't have any call ID? Why should I answer your phone? Oh, because I unplugged the landline that they know that I would actually answer if I wasn't on air and go, hey, what's up? This is Gay Bathhouse. Did you want to be written down for a butt fuck on Tuesday? All right. We go, no, I'm Chinese restaurant. No, I was lying. I'm Japanese restaurant. No, you. If I was that. Also, douchebag, goodbye. If I was that. Sorry, I'm doing that now, but that's why I'm doing the phone. They decided to troll a Chinese restaurant. Besides that troll, I gave you a link. You could be a caller. You want to call in? I gave you a link. I'll pin it right now. Just to prove that I did give it to you a short time ago. No, you. This is all volume down anyway, so. Have to look. Right freaking there. Got it. Already found it. It's pinned. I have to send it back out. Yeah. It just says unknown in the call occurred section of the phone. Unknown. You can't even call back to say what to them. Nope, you can't. Impossible. I think he probably would have had caller ID. Well, nobody wants to call in. Maybe 15 minutes more. Something like that. I don't know. I'm talking to you, I guess. Well, I mentioned before all the subjects I was talking about with Heath before and in the future, right? Well, I figured he might go for some of those. I don't know about all, right? Because he's the PhD guy with the genius mind. And he probably has a lot of passions when he's not working at his job because he doesn't have an actual job. Right. And, right. He also appears in people's live videos. I watch a little bit of those sometimes. I'm interested. I can't participate in the conversation, but I could talk in the chat, and they're super interesting even if I'm not part of it. It's great. But Spaces, anybody could be part of it if you are fascinated by the subject and can talk on it. I can't always do that. So I just listen if I can't talk on it. Right. He covers a lot of ground. And he always says, if you have a collaborative idea, just DM me. He said that one night, so I did. Well, maybe he likes old music like Bob Dylan. He might. I don't know. I'm always surprised by people that like that. But, Bob Dylan was very popular and still is. Right. I'm seeing him for the second time. Wow, last time it was an exclusive show. Of course he's going to have a bad show. Right. But in front of Sheryl Crow and Willie Nelson and his friends, I don't think he can have a bad show. Right. I don't think he would. It's not like just his show. Oh man, that didn't end well. Well, of course he messed it up. Right. That's kind of a Bob Dylan thing he has done in the past. Right, but festival, I don't see Bob Dylan fucking that up. He fucks up. It ruins the night for everybody. Yeah. Not just like, well, that was the Bob Dylan concert ruined. Did anybody else play that? Nah. He ruins the entire festival if he fucks up. So this seems like it might go like the Rolling Thunder review shows. Not one of those was bad. That's why there's a documentary about them. His comeback tour, not one bad show. Not a one. Had Joan Baez on the entire tour and some other friends they gathered over the time period in between all that. And when they went to Connecticut, they picked up Joni Mitchell, and that was freaking great. And it's all in that Martin Scorsese documentary, the best tour in Dylan history. Yeah. And each night you see him put white makeup on his face. Yeah. Right. Well, he could have a bad show. He needed to come back, so they all had to wake up, walk up to the glass, cut it, and light it on fire. Right. It had to be bitchin' lit. It had to be the shit. It had to be all that. Right. At this point, yeah, so hopefully I get to see a good Bob Dylan show. I've seen Jakob Dylan perform a couple tracks. No, I first want to see the interview that Eddie Trunk posted. I didn't know Joe had a metal band. People can say what they want about Eddie Trunk. Some people think he's overrated. He doesn't lie about shit like that. He would never. He's the expert. So I want to find out about that first. Then I'll go watch it. I think it should be out maybe in a week or so. I did see the beginning of the new Sandler movie. Not funny. So far, my friend was right. But I had to see it for myself. This is what happens when you wait 30-something years in between movies. They should have done Happy Gilmore 2 15 years after the first one. Then it would have been funny. Yeah. Because he got into the world of drama and dramedies. So he couldn't do a really fucking funny comedy. Right. Yeah. That's just the way it happens. He couldn't exactly go back. Maybe one day he will. You never know. One day, old Adam Sandler might make a really fucking funny movie. It could happen. Just not right away. Yeah. It takes time. His stand-up is still really fucking funny. Maybe one day we'll make a really funny movie. Right. Again, and that would be great. That's like, well, he started directing. That was his last movie. That was fucking funny. That was great. As an actor, right? That would be awesome. Right. But, some people don't change. All right, I'm out of water and nobody wants to make me go get another glass because they popped up. All right, that's good enough, man. Thank you all for being here. Everybody's busy. They can't come up. That's all right, man. It's cool. Enjoy your drive, Yagro. Yeah. I'll be playing you an Xbox probably before the summer ends. Yeah. Hopefully, man. I think so. right, and maybe beating you at an Xbox game before 2 years passes. That's what I hope. You see, I give myself a long goal to master some games, right, and maybe beat you. You see, I still don't guarantee myself in 2 years I'll be able to beat you or something, but maybe I will. There's always hope. Maybe I'll get better at something than you are. You never know. No, there could be a game that you're just all right at. That's an old game, and I'm better at. Could happen one day. We'll see what happens. All right, yeah. I'll probably be better than that slacker Helen. Yeah, that's right. Pays his $20 a month. Barely even uses it. What a freaking douchey slacker he is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. All right. I'll get an outro together. That's right. An intro, there should be an outro. All right. Yeah. Is that it? No, that's not it. One more. All right. I'm going to roll back, way back when. A real old intro. That was pretty good, but that's the length of the other one. Let's get way back, drawing back. Not so far when they used to be like 15 minutes, but sort of back. Oh, I wouldn't even want to watch one of those. Hold on. That's good, my old political one. I like that. It's funny. Well, it's a pretty good intro. That's an outro now. Okay. Let's do that. All right. Hold on.
You're doing it. You dodging the question again. Go ahead.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
No, you.
So, you.
No, you.
All right. Good night, everybody. I will
This program is brought to you by Honest Abe Rifles. Next time you go hunting or you shoot someone by accident, shoot them just like Honest Abe got shot. That's right. It'll be like, don't tell them John Wilkes Booth sent you. He didn't get a Lincoln gun. He got a I shot Lincoln gun. That's right. Now he could say I shot Lincoln, but he didn't shoot one with Abe Lincoln gun, Abraham Lincoln guns. We built it out of Lincoln logs, just like his log cabin. And then we added lead to it. That's right. Abe Lincoln rifles. Pick one up when you get your Second Amendment license. No, you. Abe Lincoln rifles. Pick one up today. And kill someone just like Honest Abe almost did once. Yeah, that's right. No, you.
Are you kidding me, law enforcement? Are you kidding me? Tonight in Grand Rapids, multiple law enforcement officers stood behind Donald Trump as he spoke. People that are elected officials like sheriffs, others hired to protect and enforce the law for the entire citizenry, not for a political party, explicitly forbidden from being a partisan authoritarian police force standing on stage, entirely unethical, probably illegal, on top of which Donald Trump has been indicted 91 times. He's liable for sexual assault. His entire business was found to be fraudulent. And law enforcement has the fucking gall to stand on stage with him. Enough is enough.
The two white dudes stood up. Funny.
One of the most common questions I get on the street or online is, am I really Alex Jones or am I Bill Hicks? I've decided today to go ahead and reveal my true identity. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This information is going to change the world. Are you rolling? You ready for this? I can't believe it's come to this, but they cornered me. I've got to be honest. It's gotten too big. I've just got to admit it right now. Okay. This is just really hard for me to do. I've been doing this so long, it's hard to give up. Give up on the character and go back to who I really was. You got me, okay? Are you happy now? You bastards? Yes, I am Bill Hicks. But to be more accurate, you didn't get it all, did you? You didn't get the full conspiracy. I played the character, Bill Hicks, for 15 years with my accomplice, Kevin Booth. And we fooled you all. The master actor, the master genius. And then I decided to bring forward an even more incredible persona, that of Alex Jones. But here's where the rest of the story comes in. For 20 years, I've been Alex Jones, since we staged my death in the early 1990s. The truth is that Bill Hicks himself never existed. And now I'm going to reveal my true identity. After close to 35 years in a fake persona of one type or another, I'm going to revert to my original true self, raised in London, England. I am David Mendelsohn. To be quite clear, David Mendelsohn III. The master orator, an expert of every form of Shakespearean art, but also the ability to physically take on the aspects of the personality or character that I am becoming. I am 78 years old, but only appear to be 45. Yes, there's some prosthesis and makeup involved, but overall it is the skill that I bring, similar to the great Shakespeare, able to write in voluminous volumes, that the public could not believe that one man was able to contain it. But at this point, I now go forward as David Mendelsohn and am announcing my true self, and will be arriving in Hollywood, California next week for an official press conference to be held at my manager's offices, where I will hang out my shingle and prepare to dominate and become the #1 Hollywood actor in the world. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the whole world is a stage, and each of us players upon it. And now you know the Alex Jones, Bill Hicks conspiracy, in truth, is deeper than you thought. So good job, chaps. You've caught some of it, but not all of it. But in truth, I left little clues here and there to convince you, to make you research deeper until you found the ultimate truth. Now you have it. Is it not sensational? Is it not dynamic? Texas Monthly and other publications could not even begin to understand the true nature of the giant fraud we have wrought. But until my press conference, I will now assume the behavior of a character I fashioned after Yosemite Sam and John Wayne, the Pumpkinhead, Alex Jones. And until the press conference, that will be it. And again, if you're watching this transmission, You are the resistance. I carried on the charade for more than 15 years. Kevin, don't mess me up. Known as Bill Hicks, I carried out the fraud for my accomplice, Kevin Booth. Hold on. I say it better. Hold on. Stop.
Black people are going to save America from Joe Biden.
Think so? Okay.
We got tricked. He's weakened at Bernie's, bro. You literally re-upped on the most racist practice in America, gun control. As the black people started buying more guns than ever, you said, we're going to send you to jail for 10 years. Fortunately, the Supreme Court was like, what? You are bugging. You speak to black people as if you literally own them. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. What type of fucking... It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's the level of entitlement and audacity. Mind you, you're the same guy that crafted the criminal legislation, to send many of these black men to jail in the first place. Black people are going to have to save America from Joe Biden.
This show is brought to you by Bill Clinton Viagra. Pretty soon you'll be saying, I did not have sexual relations in no time. With Bill Clinton Viagra, no you. I can't stop getting erection. That's right, I've got Bill Clinton Viagra. Just in the offer code online, say no you. You can't stop getting erection. You've had one for 10 hours. Bill Clinton Viagra. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, it was.
Oh my God, what was that?
Jesus. I don't know, man. I never cared much for moonlight skies, never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. Never went for afterglow or candlelight on mistletoe. But now when you turn the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. I used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark. That's a 4-alarm fire now. I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw robin rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. I never cared much for moonlight skies. I never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. I never went to afterglow. I never went for afterglow or candlelight on mistletoe. But now when you turn the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. You know, I used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. Then you came in with the spark, that's the 4-alarm fire now. I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine, but now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. Yeah, that's right. Enjoy the... I never cared much.